Hey, what's up guys? Brownie here coming to you with some more AFK Journey, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the other half of PvP, the defensive half. So I can show you guys teams and things like that, but it's going to be different for everybody on each server because, you know, everybody's going to have different opponents with different power levels, and there's so many variables that come into play that I can't really just like tell you like this team's gonna work on your server, you know. I'll show you guys the defense that I'm currently using, and I can show you the defense I was using before, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Is I like to change my defense up quite a bit because it's good to keep your opponents guessing. So if I was on, for example, if I was on a popular server that had a lot of PvP competition, I would be changing my team up a lot, and I'd be paying attention to my defensive fights and what's countering me, what's not countering me, how long it's taking people to figure out how to actually beat the team I'm putting out there, all that kind of stuff. Because if you're leaving your team out there and you have a stagnant defensive team, you're gonna get countered at some point, and they're gonna figure out a team that's gonna be 100% win rate for you. So it's just, yeah, it's not good to just only have one defensive team or only change your defense when the meta changes and we get a new hero that's good in PvP. You always want to try to be experimenting with different defenses and seeing what works and what keeps your opponents guessing. So yeah, I would show you guys some defensive fights, but I don't have any because no one really attacks anymore. And yeah, I don't know. I might have Atraxi attack the defense that I just set up today because I just changed it. I'll show it to you guys right now. And it's actually also my offense that I'm running at the moment too. So anyway, we have Dunliner, and we're running him with heal block, and he is protecting Haywin, so Haywin is still able to heal. And then we have Hugin in front of Haywin, and Hugin's going to provide her, yes, an attack bonus, which doesn't really matter, but every time he does his shielding skill, I forget what it's called, let's just look it up quick if I can. There we go. It's this skill. Every time he casts Titan's Aegis, however you say that, 75 energy will go to Haywin. So she'll get to her active a little bit faster than she would normally. Not a crazy amount faster, but she will get there quicker. He uses that skill every 6 seconds. So it adds up to a little bit, about 15-20% of her energy bar. And then we have Lily May in here to block any actives that we might not want to happen. So hopefully she can block a Dio active or an enemy Harak active. Since my Dunliner is blocking healing, I want to have Lily in here blocking actives whenever she can. And then we have Harak here to do all the dirty work, all the damage, and all the eating of the enemies. And Lily can contribute with that too because she has really strong attacks, and she's also like untargetable for huge chunks of the fight. So yeah, this can be a good team. I think I'll message Atraxi and see what he can do against it, see what kind of teams might have success or what might just demolish my team. And yeah, he does have a Paragon advantage, so we will be contending with that, but we'll see what's going on. And if it is successful, I'll make a video showing you guys the successes it has and the losses and all that stuff. But anyway, that's my defensive team. I want to kind of get into a couple reasons why you do want to keep changing your team around. So just give me 1 sec. Alright, so I kind of wrote down a couple things, just like, they're not really reasons to switch up your defense, it's more just kind of like tips on switching your defenses and all that kind of stuff. So one of the good things you can do is rotate between like different formations and hero synergies. And what do I mean by that is like rotating between having a CC team as your defense or having a burst team or a survivability team, whatever, you know. The switching between those kinds of things and those kinds of synergies can keep your opponents guessing a lot. You also want to change your tanks up, change your backlines up, because having different tanks in there, like using Dunliner as a tank, you know, that completely changes the way your opponent is going to look at your team. Or having a different back line, like if you have Vala on your back line, it totally changes the way the enemy is going to position their team. So you can do things like that. You can also throw in off-meta heroes, like heroes that people aren't expecting and they don't really know how to fight, so they might choose a team that would completely fails against your team, and it takes them a few attempts to actually figure out how to beat it, and by the time they actually figure out how to beat it, they don't really have many attempts left, so you've taken most of their points, and then you can switch up your team again for the next day, and then they have to do testing all over again. So yeah, and then the last thing is to just check your PvP logs. Just always be looking at your victories and your losses and see what's going on and why you're losing, why you're winning, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, anyway, let's do some offensive fights. We're gonna fight Atraxi if we can find him here on the rotation. All right, there he is. So if we picked up from my last video that I was fighting his team, he hasn't changed anything, but we did. We decided to take out, we were using Alsa, and we were also trying to use Sylvina, mainly because they're P4, and I just wanted to use as many strong Paragon heroes as I could, but what I decided to do instead was put in Hugin, because he's gonna just give me that much more survivability, the damage reduction that he provides, and the CC immunity and the shields on top of all of Haywin's healing and damage reduction that she provides it's just really, really good. So it is the same heroes as my defense right now that I'm currently running, so I'm hoping it can do good on both. Now I know it can beat this team. It doesn't always win. I think it wins more than it loses, but it's not much higher than maybe like a 60% win rate, and that's mainly, I think, due to the Paragon disadvantage that I have at the moment. So anyway, let's go ahead and do this fight and see if we can get a win. Alright, we're gonna watch it at regular speed so we can maybe see what's going on. Alright, so their Harak's probably gonna come over. He comes over and hits my Hugin. Hugin runs back to his spot. He's going to focus on Hugin. That's good. So our Haywin's going to get her active off here. We block the Harak active. Alright, here's Haywin's active. So we got damage reduction and healing coming in. And then we got Hugin's shield, so that's more damage reduction. Now my Harak just ate my Haywin, but it's not the end of the world, because we did get the Haywin active, and now my Harak is going to kind of just go on a murdering spree here. So yeah, there's the win. And that's yeah. Oh, we got looks like we got a PvP. Oh, was that the Noble Path? I think 20 PvP battles for the week or something. Alright, so that's cool. Let's do another attempt, see if we can't get another win, and well, if we can find him. I hate the way they do this, like who you get to pick to challenge. I wish you could just choose your opponent, you know, and not leave it up to RNG. I guess we'll just fight Vin here. Let's see, what's he running? He is running, oh, he's running that Tassie, what's her face? Citrana, that's her name. There's Tassie Citrana Bonnie team with Taylene and Damien. So let's see here. We had, I think we were just messing around the one day. Can we target Citrana? I like to target Citrana, but I mean we're gonna out Paragon them anyway, so we'll just go ahead and hit fight. Yeah. It's just it's just not fair when the Paragon disadvantage is so big. We can speed this up a little bit. And yeah, there's the end. All right, so yeah, that's just an example of Paragon being higher than the other person and synergy not really mattering much at all. I mean, my team had some synergy, but it was, you know, I feel like it probably should have lost if we were even in power there. Let's see if we can find a Traxie this time. Alright, there we go. So this will be the last fight that we do for this video. Yeah, hopefully we can get one more win and call it a day. Let's go ahead and hit battle. See what happens here. Alright. So if our Haywin doesn't get to her active, it's pretty much a loss for us, guaranteed. There's a slim chance it could still be a win, but if she doesn't get to it, it's not good. So we did block the Harak active. Looks like our Haywin's going to get her active off because their enemy Harak was focusing on my Hugin the whole time, and when he does that, it's usually good for us. So here we're going to... Alright, so we didn't eat our own Haywin. Can our Harak get his active? Kill their Harak and all that stuff, because... Alright, our Lily May is just about killed their Harak. Can she finish him off? Oh, alright, there. Okay, our Harak killed theirs. Alright, there we go. And that's going to be it. Alright. Alright, cool. We got 2 wins in a row. Not bad. And like I said, this team does lose, not a whole lot, but it does lose, you know, maybe 1 out of every 3-4 attempts, something like that. And yeah, this is damage numbers if you wanted to see that. Lily May doing quite a bit of damage, followed up with Harak doing the next highest. And yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.